Ladies and gentlemen, the parachutes have been deployed. We will ask you if you could please rise and remove your cover for the national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Oh, yeah. Let a bit of air show here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show 2025. We're just getting the party started, y'all. This is how we get the air show started here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Shows. As a team that was known as great parachute teams have been deployed in many of Sun and Fun's impressive jumps. This is our first time performing for you here at Sun and Fun, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? All right, ladies and gentlemen, as they set up for landing, let's hear it. Make some noise for your parachuters. As they come in for a landing. Yep, that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your shooter jumpers. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the shooters? Let's hear it up. Let's give it up for the shooters. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the shooters. That is absolutely perfect here on this warm day here at Sun and Fun as we kick off the virtual air show and we are getting ready for the Jack Aces. The Jack Aces are P-51 Mustangs, which you are seeing about right now as the Jack Aces have also made debut here at Sun and Fun. And we are happy to bring them back to you guys this year. This year we have 3 P-51s instead of 2 P-51s. We have 3 total. And you are about to watch something by the Mustangs here at Sun and Fun 2025. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. We're about to get started as the 3 P-51s come inbound from the right-hand side. Here we go, folks. Here are the Jack Aces and the P-51 Mustangs. Here they come, here at Sun and Fun, the Mustangs of the Jack Aces. These beautiful World War II aircraft were flown in World War II, of course, but they're beautiful Pratt & Whitney sounding aircraft. Their engines and their propellers just sound beautiful. What you're about to see now for the Jack Aces is they're going to pull, all 3 of them are going to pull up and do a loop in the sky. Watch as they call pull. There they go. They're pulling all the way back on the stick here in the skies of Sun and Fun 2025. And they throw the airplane with the little death spiral right out of the top for you here. Welcome in. And here come the Jack Aces as they drive, as they pull their nose forward. A low turbulence, as you can see on these airplanes. These planes have been flown many times in World War II. Nice. And here comes the P-51s, flown by the Little Witch. And Mad Max, the P-51s. And we also have a new performer, part of the team this year, who has also been a part of the Jack Aces here at Sun and Fun 2025 Virtual Air Show. Watch now, ladies and gentlemen, as the P-51s will come back inbound, and they will now set up for a barrel roll. This is Little Max and Little Witch by the Jack Aces. You want to build more of those? Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the Jack Aces P-51 aerobatic team. Here's their barrels. Here at Sun and Fun 2025 Virtual Air Show, the Jack Aces hitting hard over Lakeland. Let me tell you guys something about Little Max. And it is a special surprise to see that Little Max has also been part of the air shows with the Jack Aces. They are beautiful P-51s. The planes are just gorgeous. And the sounds of the Mustangs, the roar of the Merlin sounding engines. And it is just a beautiful sight that the Mustangs have in store here at Sun and Fun. And you know what? These guys are phenomenal. Each time these performances are done, they will come by in a convertible. Make sure you give them a round of applause as they come by. This has been an unbelievable maneuver. Now what you're seeing right now is they're going to be setting up for their next maneuver. And this is called the loop in the sky. Here for the P-51s. And now they throw their airplane all the way into the clouds. And there's the half Cuban. I guess you could say they actually did mix that up instead. That's a change of pace. That's not what they wanted, but I guess it's got to do. Well, the P-51s are just beautiful aircraft, as you can tell, as the Jack Aces now approach Show Center. Here they come once again, and they're going to set up as a barrel roll here once again at Show Center. As they go nose up, and here comes the roll for all the P-51s. Just like that. Beautiful roll by all the Jack Aces. Just a little bit like that. That's how you do it. And they do such a great job with what they do here at air shows. It's not only the P-51s are just beautiful airplanes, but the sound of them, the phenomenal sounding engines of the Mustangs is just gorgeous, and we all like the sound of Mustangs, right? We all like the sound of the P-51s. Who wouldn't like the sound of the Mustangs? I know I do. As the Jack Aces once again come back for another routine, this is going to be now, if they can get enough airspeed, maybe, hopefully the loop will help this time. As they're gaining airspeed here at Air Show from behind, the Jack Aces here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show 2025. Here we go. Pull back on the stick. And they climb up. There's a nice loop in the sky, folks. The Jack Aces and their beautiful loop in the sky here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the beautiful Mustangs in the sky this afternoon here at Sun and Fun on a cloudy afternoon? Oh my goodness, this is just as beautiful as it gets. The sky over Lakeland, Florida, brings the sounds and the sights to the crowd here at Sun and Fun. We are lucky to bring you live coverage on this virtual air show. The Jack Aces are going to do 2 more passes. This next pass that the Jack Aces are going to do is a dedication for the men and women of our armed forces. God bless America, and God bless our pilots. Here come the Jackasses, ladies and gentlemen, from the right. As all three Mustangs set up in formation, here is the dedication pass. And there we go, folks, as they're going to come from behind, and they're going to maybe do something which is called a little something that I don't know what it's called, but who cares what it's called? I'm doing it right here for you anyways. It's all about Sun and Fun, and it's all about the roaring engines of the Mustangs. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, from behind at show center, the Jackasses P-51 Mustangs here at Sun and Fun. And here we go as they call ready pull. And they're pulling straight up, and here come the gears. And now the Jackasses are going to set up for a landing. What better way to start this air show off, folks? Who's enjoying the sights and sounds of the roaring engines of the Mustangs as the Jackasses come in for a landing this afternoon here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. Here come the Jackasses. One by one, they call each other. They talk to each other. They do a lot of communication. They say, okay, we're going to set up for a landing. Why not brake and follow right behind? So that's what they're doing, guys. They're all right behind each other, and we're all going to set these guys up. Let's see how precise this landing is by the Jackasses P-51 aerobatic team here at Sun and Fun 2025. As they come in for a landing here. Here they come. It might be a little hard landing. Oh, yep, it's a little hard landing, but that's not what they had in store for you guys. We'll try to hold it down as the Jackasses are bouncing a little bit. Moving there down on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, Sun and Fun, let's hear ya. What do you think about the Jackasses and the P-51 Mustangs here at Sun and Fun? Brace it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the Jackasses P-51 team? Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing? We're just getting the party started tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me, not tonight. Tonight and the afternoon, I guess you could say that those are two different things. Well, we got somebody coming up next here, and we will tell you about it in just a second. We have a guy who flies unbelievable aircraft. He flies amazing aircraft. It's not this. I wouldn't say this is a chipmunk, but we're still going to pretend and call it a chipmunk instead. The chipmunk aircraft. Mm-hmm. And as you guys could tell, we are calling the chipmunk out for all reasons, all purposes. Purpose. That's what you got to do. Call it. Use your own memory here and say we're just getting heated up here. All right. Enough talk about that purpose talk, right? It may be a little cloudy for his routine this afternoon, but we're just getting warmed up as we launch the guy, the only one who does aerobatics fantastically. As we launch him, we will launch him in the air right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nate Hammond. We're getting stuff warmed up. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know this may seem kind of awkward. We do have Amazon Prime. Don't forget, we have Amazon Prime that we have to get off as well. So, you know, most of the time you guys might just be thinking to yourself, really? You have to launch Amazon during part of the show? Well, we do respect Amazon with all kind of reasons. Well, this is a very slow start to his performance. We just had to get him above airspeed. And ladies and gentlemen, what we have here, what you're about to see, is a guy called Nate Hammond and the de Havilland. He's Ghost Rider, showing you all he's got in today's performance. What you're about to watch, something that you'll see during tomorrow night's show, which we have a night show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Nate Hammond and the Cadet, or which I call the Chipmunk. Let's watch and enjoy his performance. And now Nate throws his airplane all the way around in a circle, just like this. Give it a little bit more pull, right? He said, yes. He's like, Sun and Fun, how about me? Give it up for me. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nate Hammond so far and his beautiful de Havilland Chipmunk. Ooh, making a couple little twists there. A little too much, he calls it. Just like this, folks. A little bit of Nate Hammond and the Skyrider. And he does nose over the nose overhead here, and yeah, he death spirals again. Well, this is kind of a little weak here, right? I guess I don't know what the holdup here he says, but I can tell you right now he doesn't like what he's seeing here. And here comes a little nose forward gear up. I don't know why I call it that. It's called whatever you call it, I guess. It doesn't matter what you call it, but here we go. He flips it upside down here at Show Center and all the way around, upside down in this cadet aircraft, which I just call automatically the Chipmunk. I don't know why. There's no Chipmunk in the game, so I'm just calling it the Chipmunk for now. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think of this performance? I guess you could say it's okay. Probably not the best, right? Kind of a little jerky. And he's coming in. He's waving to you guys here as he flies by this afternoon. Brace yourself. That's what they call it. Brace yourself, folks. and he'll break it off right over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got that. That's all taken care of right now. We do have, as he sets up for landing, we're going to tell you guys something a little bit now, which is going to be something I guess you could say. Where you're going to see the arrivals of warbirds. Yep, that's what I said. You're going to see arrivals of warbirds. Once again, guys, we're just getting heated up and we're just getting warmed up. We still have a lot more air show stuff to come right here. Excuse me if I don't know what I'm talking about. That's my bad. It is time for Sun and Fun. That's all I got to say. We're doing a virtual air show of Sun and Fun 2025. If you guys don't like it, I'm sorry you don't like it. I might have to use a different plane for him. Don't forget, guys, check out the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels will be coming to town on Thursday as they do investigating the airport. We'll see. We'll check that out. But as of right now, I got to tell you guys something. This is just craziness. Planes, warbirds, planes, more warbirds. Yep. You can't get sick of airplanes. That's all I got to say. You can't get sick of the planes because if you get sick of planes, then you guys have problems. That's one thing, folks. That is one thing. You got it. We're going to put a whole bunch of airplanes in the air as we arrive, or I guess you could say the arrivals of the warbirds. And we'll get ready. And guess what we have? We have a whole bunch of airplanes that we're going to throw up in the air here. It is going to be something a little bit interesting in a way. I mean, throwing in all the arrivals and all the aircraft in store for what we have. We do have bombers. We have, later on in the week, you'll see bombers. You'll see Mustangs. You'll see a whole bunch of aircraft. That'll be later on in the week. But we are arriving the Warbird show here. Yep, that's right. We're arriving the Warbirds. Warbirds are a very important history of our air show industry. It's the men and women who fly these things. And it's the amazing thing about it, guys, is it is absolute beautiful aircraft. You take as much warbirds as possible and you bring them inbound. Now, the grumbles of the warbirds here, folks, is just the sights and sounds that go through these World War II aircraft. And absolutely, we have one coming in right now here at Sun and Fun, which is a warbird right now. We don't have too much to talk about with these aircraft, but I guess you guys realize that the P-51s and the B-25s and all those kind of aircraft are in sight for the show. I guess you can give it up to all the warbird pilots out there. As the aircraft starts doing all you can do here, it is absolutely beautiful airplanes. That's for sure. Beautiful aircraft, and the sounds and the sights of these beautiful radial engines between the what you call the Wildcat, and here they come diving inbound right now, like they're in attack of the war zone. I've been through that many times. There's no doubt about that. I've been through the war zone many times during air shows. Come on. Yeah, right. It's like I haven't been a part of the war zone before, but this is how they do it, folks. Here at Lakeland at Sun and Fun 2025. Look at this. And now the Wildcat pulls straight up in the air and now makes his big bang turn. There ain't nothing better but the warbirds. Who doesn't like warbirds, right? That's right, folks. You absolutely got a good deal here by the fighter aircraft. The aircraft that they used for World War II absolutely is impressive. Usually, most of the time, a lot of these fighters wanted our guys to protect, and they do use them for what do you call that thing when they're next to each other? Bodyguard? No, it's not bodyguard. It is something else, I guess you call it. You guys are set up for a beautiful formation, or not a formation, but you're set up for a beautiful flight with these Wildcat aircraft as they come inbound. You know, World War II is a very important history in our country. What happened in World War II? As you guys study up on it, it is very important to learn, and it is absolutely important. It's a history that will never be forgotten. You know, the men and women that fought in World War II, it is a very, I guess you could say, a very difficult time in World War II. As I could tell you, as the woman had to do other stuff, whatever happened. I don't even know what they did, but some of them were doctors. Some of them were doctors. So if the men were injured in the war, you totally had to fix them up. Little fixer upper. That's what I say. So this aircraft, what we're flying right now, is called the Wildcat, which was a beautiful, beautiful World War II aircraft. It is absolutely gorgeous. That's the reason for it. Flying these aircraft today. These men that are flying this are all volunteer pilots. Watch now, as this is what happens if it was a strafe run. If this was a strafe run right now, you would absolutely hear booms on the runway, but there's no booms, there's no pyro. If there was pyro, we would explode the runway with dynamite and all that fun stuff. Boom, boom, boom. But you don't hear any of that, folks, as this is the virtual Sun and Fun 2025. You saw it last week. Now you're seeing the flight simulator version this week. Boom! There, I gave you a little pyrotechnic. And you get to see, you're lined up to see something a little special, I guess you call it. And the music, you can't really hear the music in the background, but it is music from World War II, which is they're flying to Glenn Miller in the Mood and Serenade. Glenn Miller was a great artist in these type of era, in this era, for sure. If you guys are liking this, we appreciate you being here. And yes, folks, towards the end of the show, we have something a little bit special for you. We have the F-35, F-16 coming up, Heritage Flight. We have a lot more coming your way here at Sun and Fun. We just had to release these beautiful birds. I don't mean birds like blackbirds or crows or anything like that. or ravens. I mean, these warbirds. The warbirds are important history. Totally beautiful. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night we do have a night show as we put on a great show for you guys. You guys won't want to miss that. We don't have fireworks on, too. I'm kind of bummed about that. You guys won't see any fireworks. I do apologize. And here comes the Wildcat once again. And now watch as the Wildcat now puts actually fakes you guys out just a little bit. Now the Wildcat, what you're about to see now is we're gonna get some. We're gonna do a little something fancy for you guys this afternoon. If you guys are all right with that here at Sun and Fun, as they bring in all the other aircraft, make believe aircraft, which I don't really see up in the air, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Just make believe aircraft. That's always important. Oh man. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see something. What the Wildcat's going to do. All right. Now the Wildcat is also based as a aircraft that was one of my favorite warbirds. That's next to the Corsair and the P-51. If you guys have anything negative to say, go for it. It's a virtual air show. I can't do the best air show, but I'm telling you right now, you're seeing a virtual one anyway, so it doesn't matter how it turns out. Ladies and gentlemen, though, as we watch, the pilot of this one, his name is Greg Shelton, flying the Wildcat as he's going to put on a little aerobatic demo for you this afternoon. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch the Wildcat take over the skies. And there's a nice roll right over to the top, 4-point hesitation roll. That's exactly the way the Wildcat flies perfectly with this smoky smoke in the air today. Nobody flies it better than the Wildcat but Greg Shelton and his beautiful Wildcat. He does have a steerman, which he flies with the Wingwalker, but she's not there. We don't do there for some reason. There's no more wingwalking acts. And here comes Greg right here over the top. And here we go. Watch this as he pulls back on the stick to make it into a big loop in the sky here in this cloudy afternoon here over Lakeland. Upside down. And by the way, guys, if you are just tuning in, my name is Jetlags and Journeys Gaming. I know Tampa Channel has me on his channel too. So hello, guys. Welcome in over there. I don't know. I'm not even watching that channel. I can't tell you if what who's commenting and what. But if you guys are there, hello, folks. This is Greg Shelton, and the beautiful Wildcat is now watching pole upside down. Look at that. That is as precise as it gets. Now watch what he's going to do. He's going to cut off towards the right side, and smoke will come off, and then he'll set up for a next maneuver called the 4-point roll. How special is this? We love the warbirds. We love warbirds. They're very important history of our history books. If you guys study that in school, you probably know what I mean. Not really. I don't know if you really study that in school or not, but here's a nice 4-point roll by Greg Sheldon in the beautiful Wildcat here at Sun and Fun Virtual 2025. As he pulls the nose straight down, we'll see more warbirds after this performance. Here comes a lift up, nose up, and here we go. Let's count it. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look at how precise that is, folks. Greg Shelton and the beautiful, beautiful Wildcat shows off this beautiful aircraft. Now he's going to put his gear down as we set up for landing. Landing's important. You know, the wings do fold, and when I talk about wings folding, it's like the Corsair. The wings fold because if it lands on an aircraft carrier, the wings have to fold up so you can get as much airplanes on the carrier as possible. So the wings do fold, but I don't know if I can make these wings fold anytime soon. Here we go. We know that you guys are out there. So once again, guys, my name is Jetlags. I was the one that was chatting with you guys during Sun and Fun, the real show, last week. I was the one chatting with you on the Tampa channel. So I do apologize if I'm horrible at doing what I'm doing. And here comes the landing. Sets it up for a beautiful approach. Unless he's going to make a flyby. Maybe not. He's going to set up for a landing, and we'll get the Titan aerobatic team off next. You don't want to have any little accidents. No, you really don't want to have little accidents when you're flying and landing on the runway. You want everything as clean as possible. You know, we share the airspace with what you call Amazon. Amazon's so perfect and they're so generous of letting us do the show. If it wasn't for them, we would not be doing this today. So there's a nice landing, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think about the Greg Shelton and the Wildcat booster? Such a beautiful airplane. It's the Grumman. I think it's called Grumman, right? It's a Grumman aircraft, right? Don't get me wrong, but I thought it was a Grumman. Grumman aircraft. You gotta love the Grumman, right? If you don't love the Grumman aircraft, then I'm sorry, folks, that we have a situation. All right. And we get a little bit of flying coming up with what you call it, the Titan aerobatic team, right? as smooth as silk, I guess you could say. As we depart the T6s, we will like to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Jetlags. This is what I'm streaming on, Jetlags, and the North American T6s are just as beautiful as you can imagine. We are just giving it some time here before we get this party started. That's right. That is right, folks. We have a takeoff with the Aeroshell team, or a former Aeroshell. I guess they're not called Aeroshell anymore. They're not called Aeroshell. They're called Titan Aerobatics. Knowing you guys can't really hear the music, I do apologize for that. We will get copyrighted for that, and we don't want that. That's why you guys can't really hear the music, but you could just hear my voice as we walk you through amazing air shows. And you know, there's 3 aircraft. There's 3 of these T6s, which we will be rolling out. Wait, for some reason it's not letting me take off, so we had to start in the air automatically. So there we go. Let the party begin. That is what I say. Let the party begin. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we circle off over here, and we will be calling these guys as we thank our air bosses that are down here and taking their time to do this and supporting every one of you guys, keeping this air show safe for everybody. That is the most important thing about this air show. And while they are getting set up, guys, we would like to remind you guys, make sure you drink water, water, water. It is humid and it is hot. We know that for a fact, as they all say. And we will be getting ready for the Titan aerobatic team. As here we go, folks. And the smoke comes on. Now these big, beautiful radial sounding engines of the T6s. Here we go, folks. The Titan aerobatic team. Sit back and enjoy the performance. As they call pole, the pilots, Steve Fordham, Brian Reagan, the lead pilot, and also Steve Gustafson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your T6 Titan team. And they're going to call pull back. Watch this. A big loop, and here we go. Ready? They call smoke on now. And they're going to cut off towards the outside like that. And here we go. Now, what you're about to watch is Solo Pilot as he'll come back inbound. He'll come inbound right here. Watch as he puts on a great solo performance here at air shows. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brian Reagan in the beautiful T6. And now Brian pulls back on the stick very easy, just like this, up, up, and away. Makes a big loop in the sky, which he'll snap it into a Cuban 8, just like this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cuban 8. It's kind of like a heart in the sky, which is not the best heart, but folks, you kind of got what you got for right now. They thank you so much for being a part of it. And as we set up for our next maneuver, and here we go this time as the smoke hits on once again. And here comes Brian Reagan at Show Center. Don't forget, guys, we do have the Blue Angels arrival on Thursday. Here we go. Ready? And here's a nice little barrel. That's I would be puking right now if I did that. There's no doubt in my mind. That kind of feels the G-force just a little bit. And what we have coming up after this, what we have coming up next, we have Amazon, which will be departing. And here we go once again as the solo pilot Brian Reagan turns on his smoke. And here we go once again right towards Show Center. Here we go, guys. Upside down. And he'll now spin it that way. Off to the other side we go. How do you like it so far, folks? What do you guys think? We would like to thank Tampa Channel for hosting this air show today. And don't forget, we have the night air show tomorrow night, which will be kicking butt. We thank the Tampa Channel. We thank everybody watching on the Tampa Channel. On this channel, we thank you guys. And here we go. This time, the wheels come down. And they'll flip it around just like that. And here they come for a landing. Showing you a little beautiful routine here. All right. We have a little something coming up next for you guys, which you guys probably would really enjoy. We got somebody flying a decathlon, and you guys are probably like, "What is a decathlon?" Decathlon aircraft. It is one of those one-of-a-kind airplanes. They are beautiful. They're fun. They're great learners. If you want to learn how to do aerobatics, you sure go for a ride in one. That's for sure. And we do appreciate everybody being in the Tampa channel today. If you guys are here, we won't have too much music. I mean, we do have music for this act, but we're not going to tell you what we're doing right away. Well, we are on hold here for a second. First of all, guys, we do have Amazon arriving, so we'll have to just hold for a quick second, anyways. You know, the Super Decathlon is a special airplane. We love the way it flies. We love how it's part of the air shows. You know, Air shows can't be good without the Super Decathlon aircraft. Hello, everybody in Tampa Stream. I am now on this channel. Hi to Lori and hi Teresa. Hello, guys. Welcome in to the Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. I'm not really good at doing what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best. We appreciate you tuning in. I wouldn't say I'm 100% good at doing what I'm doing here, as you can tell, but we are trying our best to put on a good show for you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready and the smoker will come on the aircraft of the Super Decathlon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the flight and the sound of Gray Coons in the Super Decathlon. Here we go. I am, well, wait a second. That was a malfunction. I am the guy that was talking with you guys last week during Sun and Fun. I am Jet Lags. I'm Ghost Rider. Added good music too. Yeah, right. Yep. Let's try this again. Here's Gray Coons in the Super Decathlon aircraft. Here we go. Let's try this whole thing again. We do apologize for any inconvenience here. Smoke comes on, lights come on. Let's enjoy, sit back, and watch the Super Decathlon take off. Perfect. Hopefully we got this thing. Oh, well, here we go. Sit back and enjoy. Here we go. Throttle comes up, smoke comes on, and the dust bunnies roll. Here we go. Watch this. Throws the airplane right side upside down, just like that. Whoa. And he's gonna, whoa. Yikes. Yeah, I'm jet lags. Hello, everybody. I am doing a virtual Sun and Fun for you guys. You guys might not really care for it, but it's not like the real Sun and Fun, but I'm trying my best to do what I can for you guys. Sorry it's bad. And here we go. Nice little roll on the dime. Look at that. Gray Coons in the decathlon. Yeah. That's what he always says. If you want to learn how to do aerobatics, check his page out, Gray Coons. This is a great way to learn aerobatics in the Super Decathlon. Yeah, nice to see you too. Here comes a nice little roll. Look at that. Beautiful decathlon, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Show him some love. Just a reminder, folks, we have the Blue Angels. We have the F-35 to come. We have the F-16 to come this afternoon. So please don't go anywhere. If you end up going somewhere, I'm sorry you have to leave, but we hope you come back and watch the F-16 demo. There's a little snap. Call that the ginger snap, right? Oh my goodness, look at that. He knows how to tumble that thing. And here's a nice little inverted. I would love to go to the cockpit and talk to him, but you know what? It's just my voice anyways. So if you're sick of my voice, I'm sorry to hear that you are. Everybody likes you jet lags. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. There's the hammerhead. Try to kick the stick way over. Just like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Was that perfect or is that not perfect? And here comes a nice little roll. You'll also see another decathlon by RJ Gritter this upcoming week. Plus, we have our night show tomorrow night. Rolls the airplane all the way upside down. There goes the bunch of rolls by Gray Coons in the decathlon. He calls this next maneuver the snapping nest. Take a look! Look at it, he snaps it over just like a hornet's nest, and then he flips it upside down, and hopefully he doesn't stall and get out of control. Oh, look at that! Yes, sir! There goes my launch. Oh, come on, that's disgusting. Give me a little lunch. All the fluids come back up if you're not careful for all the G-forces. My goodness, this is as nauseating as it gets. There's a kickover. Little rudder, little rudder, little rudder. How about that? And he brings him back to show center. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Craig Kuntz in the Super Decathlon? Yeah, baby. I stole that term from Sean D. Tucker, the former aerobatic pilot. Look at Craig Kuntz having so much fun up there. I can't believe he holds his lunch in his stomach the whole time. Ugh. There goes my lunch. No doubt in my mind. Oh, yeah, look at that, folks. Nice little loop. Cuban A turnaround by Craig Kuntz. Holy smokes, he is lighting the sky up in puffs of smoke this afternoon. Here's a nice little 4-point roll. 1, 2, 3, and he shows off. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a nice 4-point roll by Craig Kuntz. Now watch. There's no ribbon on the field, okay? There's no ribbon. Like he usually cuts a ribbon. We're going to pretend we're cutting a ribbon. So you see these fake imaginary people out there, which everybody likes. Call them the imaginary folks. Pretend they're your imaginary friend. That's how you say it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch as Craig Kuntz wants to slice these ribbons if he can. Uh-oh. What's he doing? Oh, he's going underneath it. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, he went underneath it. Oh, look at this. Can he cut it upside down? Nope, he went underneath. My goodness, and there comes the snapper. Or I call that the ginger snap. Oh, now you're making me hungry for food, folks. You're making me hungry for food. Come on. By the way, if you're just tuning in, my name is Jet Lags and Journeys Gaming. We're doing a virtual air show. And I can tell you right now, this is Gray Kuntz and his decathlon. My goodness, he makes it look easy. Oh, got a little tailwind. He says, I don't like that. Show him a little bit more love, folks. He's here performing for you here at Sun and Fun. Let's show him some support. Let's give him let's give him a round of applause. Why not, right? And he's doing this for you guys as a mini virtual air show here at Sun and Fun. There goes a little Craig Kuntz, the Kuntzinator upside down. Yes, sir. Oh my, folks. Oh my. Let's try this again. He's dancing here. Oh, look at that. A little knife edge flight. Okay, now he's going to reverse it. Now watch this as he sets up for a ribbon cut. He better pull up. There we go. That a good boy. He thinks I'm calling him a dog. I mean, when you say good boy, you think of a dog. You're calling a dog a good boy. Excuse me. Don't. Yep. Homer Simpson's here. Give him a little Homer Simpson action, right? I love it. Here we go, folks. Here's the ribbon cut. Now he's going right side up. Imaginary ribbons. I just pretend there's people out on the field. Oh, look at this. There's number 1. There's number 2. And how about the third one? Is he going to flip it upside down? Oh, that's too close. Holy smokes, folks. Mr. Craig Kuntz in the decathlon. Oh, shoot. He's like, yeah. Why not? He did that on purpose. Yeah. Now he's goofing off a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it in the decathlon. Get up. No, he has never crashed. I did that on purpose. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you call it. Oh my goodness. We're going to cut into the break a little bit here. The reason why I say that is we have a arrival coming in, and no, it's not Amazon this time. It is not Amazon. I'm sorry, folks, but Amazon already came in. We like to share the airspace with Amazon, but as it sets up for our landing, yes, people, Craig Coons does a great job. You can learn how to fly with Craig at his bed and breakfast in Alabama. He's such a great aerobatic pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Craig Coons. Oh, yeah. Even though he is one of the best aerobatic pilots in the world, we love him and we love how he flies. Okay, we have a little something special, I guess you could say. We had to scroll up and see who we have coming up next. Sometimes schedules change, sometimes it doesn't. All right, we have a little bit something. This is a racing aircraft. We have a racer coming up next. Is that right? Is that what I heard? We have a racer coming up next? I think so. Check, check. One, two, three. You guys here? Yep. All right. Oh man, you guys are making me laugh. That's for sure. I could be sometimes I could be a little wacky and crazy some moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going back to the era of World War II when there was Reno Air Racing. All right, Reno Air Racing. We absolutely love what we fly. And what you're about to see now is a racer aircraft, which is named Mr. Mulligan. Yes, that's right, Mr. Mulligan. He flies the. This is Doug Rosendahl, and the souped up aircraft. It will launch him right now. He'll be going. He'll be taking off, and we'll tell you about what you're about to see with him in just a second. He pulls a little too hard, I think, on the stick. And look at this. It's a racer aircraft. We all know it's a racer. And he'll be back inbound, and we'll show off a little bit of Doug Rosendahl. And I can tell you right now, he is a perfect flyer. We love watching him fly. His routine is magical. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to watch is at Reno Air Racing. When the green flag drops, it means we go. And what you're about to see right now is the green flag going to drop. Ka-ching. You guys with me on that? I know I'm boring a lot of viewers. I do apologize. I'm not really that good at what I do, but so I do apologize for any inconvenience for my channel. And here you go, folks. And the green flag drops, or the whatever you call it, and we are racing. Oh, look at that. Gives everybody the wigwag. I'm sorry I do bore people. No green ribbon. I know there's no green ribbon, but we got the green flag anyways. And the race is on, and now watch Doug as he circles back around. I know you guys I know this isn't as perfect as it looks. I do apologize for that. I'm so embarrassed I'm doing this in front of you guys. This is so embarrassing. I'm not really good at announcing, and I'm not really good at showing off my air show skills with anybody, but but the ones that are hanging on in here today, we do appreciate it. Thanks for hanging around. We got the green flag which means we're racing. And now watch Doug as he makes his way back to show center. Smoke is Smoky, that's for sure. Smoky Smoke. Smoky Bear. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have a night show, which will be kind of like this, except it's a little bit more spectacular. Here we go, guys. And watch now as Doug crosses the finish line, and now watch him cut loose, folks. All that matters now, how much. There comes the green or the checkered. He finishes the race. And now watch this. It's a nice little bear roll for Doug Rosendahl and Mr. Mulligan. He flies that thing like nobody's business. That's for sure. And now watch Doug throw the airplane upside down. And he does a nice little Cuban 8 turnaround. How you guys enjoying this? Got 4 likes on my channel. Thank you, guys. And here's a nice roll for Doug again. Look at this. Nice little rolls down the flight line. Oh, yeah. And now you'll throw the airplane all the way upside down once again into a Cuban turnaround. Mr. Mulligan was a racer aircraft back in World War II, which was used for high-speed racing, and now he is here showing you his techniques of flying aerobatics with Mr. Mulligan. Look at that. Nice little couple rolls right here at Show Center. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Good job, Mr. Mulligan. And now he throws the airplane all the way upside down into another Cuban 8 turnaround here. Nose straight down towards the ground, and now watch this. Cuban 8, and here he comes back to Show Center. He's feeling it. Here comes a loop in the sky this time. And a nice little victory roll. Yes. What do you think? How do you like it? That is as nice as it gets. And here we go as Doug is going to finish up his performance this afternoon. Laying down one of the world's fastest aircraft. You guys are about to see something a little bit different that was not added to the schedule, but we are adding them after this performance. And here he comes, sets up for a nice, smooth landing. A lot of people say it looks like a GB racer. It is kind of like the GB, but it's not. Or it's the GB racer, but it's Mr. Mulligan. I call him Mr. Mulligan because it looks like Mr. Mulligan. Just a reminder as we step away for a moment. Get over. What kind of aircraft is it? Get over. It is a what kind of aircraft, you may ask? It is a GB racer. Well, I was hoping he was gonna land on the landing strip. It looked like he was a little far to the right. Yeah, he was. He was. Airboss is gonna be on top of him for that. That's for sure. Just a reminder, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We have a little special surprise, something that you don't, we're going to throw in at you here. Something a little bit different that I guess you could say, okay. We have a jet for you guys coming up. You guys must be saying to yourself, huh? What is this? I didn't even know we had a jet requested to land. I didn't even know we had anything like this coming in. This is something amazing. You guys are ready to see this? This is one of where he's gonna make a few passes. This was not listed, as you guys can tell. He is so high up in the air right now. It is hard to keep track with him or all the aircraft. I guess you can say he's really high, so he will be dropping nose straight into the ground. Something you don't need, something we did not have scheduled or planned for you guys. But with that being said, we are happy to bring it to you here. This is the B1B, the B1 bomber, and we call this guy Bone. His call sign's Bone. As Bone makes his way into show center, we will make a few passes here at Sun and Fun. But don't break your bones as the bone comes to Sun and Fun. How about this? What a surprise! We've got Bone, Bone, call sign Bone, showing you guys some high speed passes here at Sun and Fun. You guys gotta love this. Is he gonna make a landing? Is he gonna stay here or is he gonna just depart? Well, I don't know. That's the question. He's bad to the bone, all right. We got a little George Thorogood, bad to the bone, playing right now for Bone. Call sign Bone, Bone. Here we go, folks. Here's our first pass. Burners kick in. Here we go. Did anybody expect this? No, I didn't. As the wings depart and the wings start spreading out, which means it makes them a lot faster. The horsepower, the extravaganza by Bone. Yes. He's cranking this thing up really high speed. You don't have to go way out here and circle around and come back inbound because this is as fast as he gets. This is a perfect song for Bone. George Thorogood, Bad to the Bone. Why not? Why not have Bad to the Bone? That's what it's all about. As he's making a big turn with these burners, these afterburners, it does get very loud. That's for sure. It is hard to bring it back to Air Show Center. But he's doing all he can. Now, this showman is one heck of a good pilot. Here we go. The B1B Here's another high-speed pass. Right on deck here at Sun and Fun 2025. What a way to open up the show, huh? I hope you have kids that you can protect their ears because the loud noise really is loud. And that is just phenomenal flying by the B-1 bomber. How do you guys like it? What do you guys think about the B-1B, huh? And he's making his way all the way with the turn to come back inbound. The only problem with him trying to make his way around, he doesn't want to crash. So that's not a good thing if we do a virtual air show. We don't want to crash. We're doing a virtual air show of Sun and Fun, except you've never seen a B1B at Sun and Fun this year. So of course, by the way, I'm jet lagged. So I'm jet lagged and Journey Gaming. I was the one that was talking to you guys last week during Sun and Fun. That he's really hauling butt. This plane is super powerful. I don't know why it glitches on me like that, folks. So I do apologize for that. I know this isn't exactly like how Sun and Fun is. I do apologize. It's just a virtual air show. How's it going, Cheese? We appreciate you being here. I know you guys, this is not what you guys had in store for a virtual air show. I do apologize for that. Mm. And we're trying to get him back around here for one more pass. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm sorry, I'm not like the real Sun and Fun where this is supposed to be like. I'm trying to reenact it, as because since Sun and Fun's done now, we're doing a virtual air show. So he put you guys on this stream to watch my virtual air show. I'm not really good at announcing, and I'm not really good at what I do, so I do apologize. Cheese. By the way, I'm jet lags. I was the one that talked to you guys last week during the Sun and Fun Air show. This is a hard plane to fly, especially because it keeps going nose down on me, which I don't understand why it's doing that. But that's why I always had to refresh and get myself up in the air a little bit more. Hopefully, you're doing well. All right, that's enough of him for a little bit, right? We had enough of him. We're gonna get ready for another one. You're We're about to see something totally different. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they do, right? But yeah, you're for sure absolutely right on that. There's no doubt about that. We're gonna go something a little bit easier now, folks. A little bit easier than what we had before. Yes, you guys are indeed one of a kind. So that's exciting to bring him in. Um, we do have something coming up. Don't forget, we do have the Growlers coming in this week, just not today. We have the same lineup as what we have seen. Let's see. I had to go back and check my listings. All right. This isn't exactly the same jet. It's not a jet anyways because he has a glider, but we're doing Bob Carlton in the jet plane of jet plane. Let's see. Then we have Rob Holland. We have another arrival, Eric Edgren, Bob Carlton, who's up right now. We have the F-16, F-35, and Heritage flight to come, and we also have the USAF Heritage flight, or no, glider flight. Here we go, folks. This little aircraft is ready to go. Look at how small this little thing is. Can you imagine flying this thing? Oh, wow, what a takeoff. This little guy is probably the most cutest little airplane I've ever seen. This is the world's smallest jet. Let's groove it a little bit, right? Why not fly up there? Why not groove it? Here comes a little groovy aerobatics with this little tiny jet. Flown by Bob Carlton. Hope everything. And here comes the pull back on the stick. Way back. And here comes the flip right over the top, just like this. And here comes the nose down towards the ground, and the exhaust of this little jet is probably one of the most craziest things you've ever seen. And Bob now throws his little jet upside down, just like this, upside down. He calls this the fantasy ride. How cute is this little plane? What do you guys all think about this cute little plane, huh? Such a cute little plane. I love it. It is a awesome airplane to fly. And he'll pull it straight down. It's adorable. Yeah, it is. It's a cute little thing. And now Bob does a couple little spins, and now he'll flip it upside down, right side up. Bob's got to recover this thing so he doesn't crash. You guys make this channel amazing, and you guys make Tampa channel amazing. Thanks for being there. Yeah, it is. It's a baby plane. All right, and here comes Bob now for a low approach. You guys want to see what it looks like inside? There we go, a little in cockpit view. Probably not the best little air show I've done, but I'm trying my best to make it fun for people. Rolls it upside down. And he flips it right around in his tracks. He's flying this thing like nobody's business. It's like if you're an astronaut and you go into outer space, this is exactly how you fly great airplanes. And he's doing it right here at the virtual Sun and Fun 2025. There's nothing better than flying a little airplane. You like this, Cheese? You enjoy this? Knowing I'm not really good at doing air shows or announcing air shows, but I hope you're enjoying it no matter what. My big fat yapping mouth just can't shut up. That's what everybody says. But we have a great performance here by Bob Carlton as he flips the airplane upside down, right side up, upside down, right side up again, just like that. And now he'll pull all the way back on the stick. And he'll do a Cuban 8 once again. And here's a nice little Cuban 8 turnaround, just like this. It's still fun. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. And here we go. I do it just for fun. I know I'm not really good at what I do, but I still do this for fun because I like entertaining you guys. And a nice low roll once again. This is a high-speed pass by the one and only Bob Carlton and his little micro jet. Not in a bad way, but yeah, we got the idea. Right on deck, right down the flight line, like this. And what you're about to see next, not, we have something else coming up that is going to be really fascinating for you guys. Bob, likes to fly high performance airplanes. And when I say high performance airplanes, he likes to do this. Folks, get ready. This is a dedication. God bless you guys, and God bless America. Wait for it. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I don't know what happened. He has smoke, right? He has smoke. That's what it matters. There's the blue. Well, anyways, guys, we got blue. Yeah, right? And you got a little blue. I'm trying to figure out how to get the red smoke on. God bless the USA, guys. Well, I guess the blue is only going to work today, but not the red. You got a little blue, you got a little white smoke. Very patriotic. Kind of, except you're missing the red. But still, you're missing the red, but it still looks as nice as it gets. Let's see how we do landing this bad boy now, right? That's the most important thing, is landing this little plane. Close enough, yeah. It is close enough. But now we got this little guy landing. And everybody likes chunky planes. That's for sure. Chunky planes, chunky everything. Big and chunky is what they call it. Big and chunky. As Bob sets up for a landing, we like to we hope you guys are enjoying every minute of this air show. Knowing I'm not really good at it, but too bad. I'm doing it anyways. I'm doing it now. Sets up for a landing here. I know all of you Sun and Fun fans out there like it. We have a night show tomorrow night. Don't forget to check back. We got the F-16 and the F-35 to come this afternoon. Oh, yeah! Giving a little chunky landing there. Isn't that beautiful? What? He's on the ground. You got some wing effects. As we get ready, we have a little thing that we are going to wait to fly here. We do have something else coming in here, folks. I'm kicking myself in the butt right now. Hey, I could go for a dilly bar. Yum! Does dilly bar sound delicious right now? They do. Oh, man. We got an aerobatic pilot. We have something which you guys are going to enjoy. Let's see if we have it in here, first of all. If we don't, then we have to go to our other simulator. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're about to launch something. I want a jelly donut. Give me one. I'm an announcer. I need a jelly-filled donut or chocolate, whatever you have. Yummy. Wonderful landing, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have something a little bit different. We have, yeah, we're getting ready to tow this guy up in the air. What? You guys probably are thinking to yourself, what the heck is this? What are you doing with this thing? This is going to be very unique. It is the USAF glider team. A raspberry filled donut sounds delicious as well. Spread the joy. Spread the joy. All right, folks. I know the glider didn't really tow it up, but what we're about to see is way up there. We're going to build some altitude here. Yes, it will be fun. This is the United States Air Force glider team. Let's watch it closely as he rolls it. Oh, yeah, folks. Here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show 2025. He's dropping down and gaining some altitude. Look at now. He's going to throw it up all the way upside down. Yes, sir. I have cravings too. I have cravings for a whole bunch of things. How do you like this? It's the United States Air Force glider team. We did not lie about that, folks. This is as peaceful as it gets until he starts rolling the glider, which makes it pretty ridiculous because how many gliders do you see roll? Not much. It is absolutely true when you can flip it upside down like this. Give him the showboat. Rock the boat, rock the plane. It doesn't matter what you rock. Rock the dolls. Anything that matters here. You're going to forget who I am once this show's done. Trust me. Here we go. Look at this. Little glider action. Hopefully you guys hold your ears because if you have kids here, make sure, Andy, if you guys have earplugs, make sure you have earplugs ready because time for a little pyrotechnics. Boom, boom, boom. Little boom. No, I'm just kidding. There's no booms here. There's no booming here. It's just flying around. No pyro. I wish there was pyro that would be added. That's right. That's right. Look at this. It's the United States Air Force glider team. How beautiful is this? Who likes this peaceful flight? But I like the big booms. I do too, but there's no boomers. There's no booming going on here at this air show. I wish there was. You'll see high speed. You'll see something high speed a little bit later, though. You replace the booms. You'll see. You'll totally see the F-16 and the F-35. Oh yeah, he's breaking free, all right. We won't forget you, Ghost Rider. We will be mad if you. I have to read that in just a second. We will be mad if you don't come back and chat with us sometime. Oh, if you want to chat with me, I do a lot of aviation stuff on this channel, on my jet lag channel. This is where I'm. Oh no, it's a glider crash. He tipped it out one way. Too bad. Yeah, I will be bumming if I don't get to talk to you guys either. I do a lot of air show stuff on this channel and aviation. All right, we have another thing. We have another thing coming up in just a second. We have someone called. Yeah, right. There was a crash. It was a crash landing on one wheel, or excuse me, on a wing. All right, somebody help him out, please. Somebody's help him out. That would mean a lot. All right, who do we have? Somebody coming up next. Oh yeah, we have Redline listed, and Redline will start way up high, and they will crank themselves. We'll take off, and we'll get their performance underway here. How's everybody enjoying this virtual Sun and Fun? I'm sorry that it's not real fun. I know you guys are bored out of your mind. I'm trying not to bore anybody. I try to have fun and do it all over again. We'll do this. We'll be doing something fun tomorrow. We have a night show tomorrow night too. And I think you'll like that more than the day show, trust me. We'll get red line off for takeoff. Oh, you like this? This is great. You had to tell Tappan to do this all week. This is what it's about. You have to tell Dave to do this more often all week. I tell you that right now. If you want to see more air show stuff, we'll have it all covered for you all week on my channel. At least I'm covering it on my channel all week. But who knows who else is going to cover it? Redline wants to bring it down nose forward here. All right. We have a formation of two RVs. Uh-oh, we have an air show problem. Did somebody say they have an air show problem? That's me. I have a problem. I am? I'm one of his #1 subscribers? Oh, come on. You guys are... I think you guys are. You guys were here before I was, I have a feeling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to watch the one and only Team Redline, flown by Ken Reeder and his son, Austin Reeder. Here we go, folks. This is natural RV flying. Here we go as Redline sets up inbound. Team Redline comes inbound. Ken Reeder and Austin Reeder, the son. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, your 2025 Redline Air Shows. And there goes Ken Reeder, throws the airplane upside down. Say what? Say roll it. Yes, sir. And here goes Reeder as he now throws his airplane upside down. If we can get it upside down without stalling, or maybe they'll reverse it instead. Look at this. Little Ken Reeder and Austin Reeder in Redline Air Shows. Austin in the back and Ken in the front leading Redline Air Shows. What do you guys think? Hello, welcome in, folks. There you go, Ken Reeder and his sidekick, his son, Austin. As he calls this, the one unforgettable maneuver. These are one of the best memories he has as a pilot. Redline Air Shows is also one of the best air show teams in the air show industry. Hello, Shorts. Welcome in, my friend. Who wants to see the night show tomorrow night? Feel like nap time cheese? I feels like nap time all over the place. You feel it. You're feeling the air show, that's for sure. Look at this. Ken Reeder flips his RV upside down with Austin next to his side. They're calling roll it now. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. I hope you're not going to fall asleep on me now, Chris and cheese. Here's a flip upside down once again. Call it a little Freebird action. Yes, sir. Who is ready to see? Well, I know that's really close. Tampa really zoomed you guys in, didn't he? And he'll throw the airplane upside down. 1.5 Cubans. I'm wide awake. I've been doing stuff around the house today. Oh, fun. Look at this. Ken Reader says, I'm free like a bird. How about Ken does a solo routine by himself now? So now the son says, hey, about me, Dad? Can I fly? And Ken says, well, son, why don't you take a little break? And why don't you have your own dad do some aerobatics? So that's what they're going to do. Having Dad do solo stuff by himself, folks. Here he comes in the RV. And here comes the dad as Ken throws his airplane right up in the air. And now watch him do a nice little barrel roll. And he'll flip it upside down, right around, upside down. The dad holds it there, holds it there, holds it there. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Red Line Air Shows? Nothing gets better than that. We love you, Red Line. He's calling it all for his money here. Take a look. This next maneuver you're about to watch now as Ken comes down, pulls straight down on the stick. This next maneuver is a hammerhead. Watch this. He throws the airplane up and kick it over. Oh, wait a second. He's stalling. Uh-oh. And he sits there, sits there, sits there. Oh, propeller's off. Uh-oh. This might not be a good idea. I don't know why he has no engine. This might not be a good aerobatic routine. This could be very dangerous at the moment. Oh my. How dangerous could this be? Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. That's for sure. Very dangerous if there's no propeller. Uh-oh. And he cranks the propeller back up. What do you think about that? Hallelujah. We're getting closer and closer to the F-16 and the F-35. Do you believe it or do you not believe it? Oh, yeah. I believe it, all right. I believe it. I'm a believer. That's what we all do here. We believe, we believe. We ain't fools here. Sometimes we could be fools if we're not careful. And he'll set up for landing because I have one of my dogs want to come in here with me and spend some time during this air show with me. She's like, let me in. You might see her tail, but you might see her tail in the way, but and here we go as he sets up for landing. Oh, there's her tail. Her tail's in the way. She's like, yes. I'm on camera. Hi, YouTube. That's what she's feeling like. She's like, yes, I'm on YouTube, everybody. Now, red line sets up for landing. You guys enjoying this or not really? It was Mike, not me, Chris. Oh. All right. Red line is setting up for landing. Red line is setting up for landing. Did you guys see a dog tail in the way? Let me ask you that. Have you seen a doggy tail in the way? Because that's my dog. She wanted to come in and say hi to everybody. And here comes the landing. Here comes the landing. Smooth as silk. Oh, yeah. Nothing beautiful than that. Nothing's beautiful than that. Yeah, you're enjoying this. That's great. I'm glad. How many likes does he have on this thing right now? How many likes does he have on this thing? I don't really know how many likes he has. Let me know how many likes he has before we laugh in my no dog tail here. Okay, great. Move this butter, yeah. What am I looking at? Steve has no idea what he's looking at. We're doing an air show, a virtual air show of Sun and Fun, what we saw last week. Oh yeah, that's right. We have somebody coming up next that's going to be more high performance. You guys are going to be shocked when you see this. You really are going to be shocked. He has 13 likes. Wow. He has 13 likes just because of this air show. You guys are kicking butt. If it wasn't for you guys being a great part of this wonderful air show, then I guess I don't know what you would say. I don't know what I would say. We are loving this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to watch something a little more high performance. Yes, indeed. Can't really find the right plane that he has, but ladies and gentlemen, we are about to experience and hand stuff over to the one and only high tech maneuver, Mr. Rob Holland, in the wonderful, extreme, extravaganza aircraft. You don't want to miss it. Watch the takeoff and watch all this fun stuff he does. Surprise! Ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to watch the one and only Mr. Rob Holland. Hello, Lego. This is your buddy Ghost Rider talking to you here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to crank it up full gear. Here we go. Mr. Rob Holland is ready to smoke you guys out here at Sun and Fun 2025. Here we go. Sun and Fun, Mr. Rob Holland, and the beautiful MX2. Look at this. Cranks it over the top right there. Look at that. Nothing better than that, Mr. Rob. How about this? 1, 2, 3, hit it. Oh, that hurts. I think I just barfed in that one. Oh, there goes my stomach. There goes my food. Oh my goodness, we are losing our lunch. Rob Holland snapping the aircraft over head over heels. Watch out. Here we go. Snapping it over. Come on, Rob. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And Rob Holland making his debut, or not making his debut. He's been here multiple times, but he's making it happen here at Sun and Fun. Oh my. He knows what he's doing in the air show business. And look at Rob now turning. He's calling it the Dracula. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Look at that. Hard kick on the stick. Left rudder, snap it. Oh, yeah, look at Rob Holland snapping this bad boy all the way across the air show circuit. And here comes the nose forward, and watch out below. Here comes the climb. Yo, the blood rushes to your head, and you don't want that. You're going to black out. Kind of blacked out a little bit, folks, but he is okay. Yeah, I'm controlling this air show for real. Look at this. Watch Rob now as he pulls straight back. This is going to be one heck of a heavy pull. Here we go. That's about 7.5 Gs. Look at this. Stops it on the prop. Kicks the runner over the top. And look at what he does. Trying to call it down, call it down. There goes Rob Holland and the beautiful Dynamite. Oh, yeah. Nothing better. He's the world champion here. How about that? One of the best air show performers in the world. And here's a snap right there, snapping over the top. Couple rolls right there. Look at that. Hard snap. How do you guys like it? What do you guys think about Rob Holland? Now he's going to take a little breather. Going to climb for altitude and climb up for speed, and then he'll come back inbound as he climbs for altitude, and he'll start his second performance in a little bit. There ain't nothing but better than this air show, isn't it? Yes, it is. Stupid people stunts. Yeah, yeah. This is from Sun and Fun from last week. I'm doing it all again. I'm doing it all again right now, all week, especially the night show. I got 6 likes on my channel because of this. Who made it? Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Rob Holland's ready to come back inbound. Smoke on, and let's turn it up. I'm sorry you guys can't hear the music. It's really cool with the flight. You just hear my voice, though. I do apologize for that. How do you guys like this? What do you guys think? Are you guys having a great time? Couple of right side up. Instead of inverted, he's going right side up and doing his twist. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, Rob. Show everybody what you got, buddy. Yeah. And now watch this. He kicks it upside down just like this. Right side upside down. Look at this. Oh, yeah. And this is how you blast up in the air like a rocket ship. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Steve. Doing a little tongue twister all the way around. Hey, you guys are the best. Thanks for trying. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm not a real good air show pilot and announcer, but who cares? I'm doing this for fun because we miss Sun and Fun, and we wish it was still here. So that's why we're doing this. Look at that. Kicks the airplane up and over the top. Nice low rolls, and here comes the hard pull. Man, you can feel that G-force in his airplane right now. Whoa! Yes, sir. Rob now flies it upside down and close to the ground. And how about that? Yes! Ding! This is amazing. I'm looking, I have to put my staff. Oh, yeah. Sounds good. I have 6 likes on my channel, on my jet lag channel. Rob's not done yet. He has another one. He would like to dedicate this next maneuver to all the veterans, all the men and women in our armed forces. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a kind of a heart in the sky, but not really. This is for, we had to gain some airspeed first. Here you go. Oh, wait, it still doesn't look good. Well, that's fine. I guess he's still having too much fun. He says, God bless America and God bless the military. And that is true, folks. If you see a man or a woman in uniform, make sure you thank them for their service. And Rob has a special dedication for them right here. There's a snap if you can hold it. Oh, whoa, now look at that. Yeah, tumbles in the sky. That's for all of you folks. Yes, indeed. Here comes a couple snap rolls right there. Look at that. It rolls, it rolls, it rolls. He's pouring this cheese really hard. We're getting closer and closer to the F-16 and the F-35 and the Heritage flight. There's the pole. Rob is going to flip it upside down if he can. Nope, it still doesn't want to flip upside down. The plane doesn't like him as much as the G's. He's pulling way too many G forces, but that's normal. Welcome back. Amen to our veterans, folks. Amen. And a couple cartwheels in the sky. Oh, look at that. Now that's a competition with Mr. Rob Holland here at Sun and Fun. He'll set up for a landing, and then we'll get our long, easy Kyle Fowler up next. What a show we've had today. We still have more to come, folks. It's not the end of it. We're not done. We still have more to come. You guys are probably thinking to yourself, more to come. Can't you just be done with the air show already? Well, you could, but maybe whatever else. All right, we have Kyle Fowler and Eric Edgren coming up, and then we have F-16 and F-35s to come. Who's looking forward to the F-16 and the F-35? All right. Kyle Fowler in the Long Easy. It's a beautiful airplane that he has. It makes it look phenomenal. Nothing gets better than Kyle Fowler's Long Easy aircraft. Let's just talk about him a little bit. He is a one-of-a-kind pilot. He does a great job at what he does for aerobatics. He is a true favorite, crowd favorite. He has a plane that nobody really does in the air shows. It's the Rutan Long Easy aircraft, and he makes it look easy. That's all I can say. He makes it look easy, and you're thinking to yourself, why do you fly one of these in the air show business? Why do you fly one of these in the air show business? Do you really have to fly? I can tell you right now that Kyle Fowler, his whole family's here watching him. He will take off and gain some airspeed, and he'll take off, and we'll get ready to watch him come inbound and perform for you guys this afternoon here at Sun and Fun 2025 Day 1. We have a lot more to come this week. This isn't it. We still have more to come on the airshow circuit. And I mean, we have more. That means we have 2 night shows. We have 2 night shows. That's right. You guys are thinking to yourself, 2 night shows. What could that be like? You guys will have to just wait and see for yourself. It is something you don't want to miss at all. Well, I mean, a real air show last week. Yeah, a real air show last week, which is sudden fun. I'm doing a I'm doing this whole thing again because we all miss sudden fun and we all know that. So we're doing a virtual one all week. Steve, thanks so much for being here. Probably not the best air show I'm doing, but my commentating is okay. Well, wait until he gets up to speed here. And he'll come back inbound in just a second. We would like to remind everybody, if you are out watching the show, stay hydrated, drink fluids. Because if you don't drink fluids, you'll be in trouble. And if you do feel sick, there will be a lot of people on hand for you to get called, and they will help you out. I'm trying to do everything that the announcer said last week, so just letting you guys know. It's cool, Steve says. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad you like it. If you want more of this, you'll have to tell Dave to stream this all week. If he's watching, I don't know if he's watching or not, but we'll be doing this all week. We'll be doing this all week. We have 2 Saturday and Sunday night shows. Saturday and Wednesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Here is Kyle Fowler and a Long Easy. And here he comes as he noses down straight toward the ground. In the Long Easy, watch this. And here comes a roll right over the top, just like this. Kyle and his family would like to thank him for performing here at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. Look at that. Nothing looks like cookies up in the air. Just hope you don't lose your cookies when you're flying with them. That would be disgusting. Ugh. There goes more puke. Did I just throw up in his plane again? I think I just did. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kyle Fowler and the Long Easy once again. Watch this. Pulls it up and upside out. He rolls it again. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be a lot sunnier than today. The forecast looks beautiful all week for Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. And I can tell you right now, we are extremely excited to bring day one to you guys. As much as we have, they have barf bags for a reason. That's why. Let the barf out. If you have to, let it out. It tells you how much. When you do this, I can't handle that. All the G-force. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Kyle Fowler once again in the Long Easy. Let's see what he has in store for us in this next maneuver. As he noses straight down towards the ground, and here he comes. The Long Easy. Watch this. Here comes the kick up, and he'll roll it. Just like that. There's a Kyle Fowler and his beautiful Long Easy. Now he's going to pull straight back on the stick. He is really doing an amazing job in this airplane. In this Burt Rutan or Dick Rutan aircraft. Watch it. Here he comes. Another one. Here comes 4-point rolls. Oh, he's going over the air show business. Watch out, Amazon! He's buzzing Amazon. Oh, my goodness. Amazon's like, okay, we better take cover here. I don't know what he's doing. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Nice little upside down flip once again, just like this, upside down. He does it all again. And it's a Cuban 8 turnaround, and he's doing it right here for you guys here at Sun and Fun Virtual 2025. And he kicks it up right side up, and here comes a roll right at the top, just like this. And now he'll spin it upside down, and now he floats it in upside down. We got the Blue Angel survey surveying the area on Thursday. We'll stream that. Oh, and a little, didn't want to crash there. Upside down once again. I have it on, so every time I feel like I'm going to crash, it automatically saves me. Upside down once again for the long easy. And there he goes, right straight down towards the ground. And here comes the wave goodbye, folks. He's waving goodbye. And we'll set him up for a landing. All right, we set him up for a landing once he lands. Once he lands, we have, you guys won't want to miss what we have coming up. We have Eric Edgren coming up, of course, in the T clips. Followed by that, we also have the F-16, F-35, and the Heritage flight. That's going to be something you won't want to miss. Wait till tomorrow. We got more acts coming up tomorrow. And I mean, it is epic. It is. It's a show you're not going to want to miss tomorrow. That's for sure. That is for sure. We also got the night show, which kicks off tomorrow. And here we go as he sets up for a landing this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Long Easy pilot, Kevin Fowler, and the Long Easy. Bringing on and putting on a one heck of a good show here. He does it all the time. Wait till his night show tomorrow night. He has something magical for you. And you guys won't want to miss it at nighttime either. Twinkling lights, fireworks, and much more. It happens right here at air shows, and I can tell you right now, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, nice little touch and go. Yeah, Fowler needs to set it down nicely. Otherwise, he gets yelled at from the air boss. There we go, guys. He's down on the ground. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. One, one is half. Look at that. I just saw myself in virtual there. That's a problem. All right. We have T Clips coming up next. Eric Edgren. And in his T Clips. You guys are probably like, oh man, what do we have here? How is this thing? How is this going to be anything exciting? Well, you guys have to wait and see. That is all about it. It's the Savage Cub. Yeah. We have Dave. I hope Dave's doing a good job broadcasting this for you guys. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying his stream here. And we got something. And we are going to come way up over clouds. And here we go, folks. This is something you don't see every day. How do you like this? Call it smoke. In the T-clips. Some unbelievable magic that is happening here at air shows. You could absolutely glide this thing. There's no problem with that. No problemendo. But you know, he does everything he does here. Eric Edgren here at Sun and Fun is happy to bring you his routine for everyone here at Sun and Fun 2025. Yeah, this is me. I'm jet lagged. I'm doing an air show, virtual air show from Sun and Fun. I'm the one that talked to you guys last week. Look at how pretty. Listen how beautiful. There ain't nothing better than a beautiful air show just gliding across the air in the T-Clips aircraft, which is the Savage. Stalling it upside down, just like that, kicks the right rudder. We got the F-35 coming up next and the F-16, and then the Heritage flight. And you better kick on the propeller again. Oh, look at that. It's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. You get a there ain't nothing better than nice, easy routines like this, huh? you like he's a Sun and Fun guy. You know, he loves being here and he loves putting on an air show for you guys. And we all know we like air shows as well. And this beautiful, beautiful Cub, and here he comes. Who's ready for the F-35 and the F-16, which is coming up next? So relaxing, so smooth. And watch out, folks, as now Eric Edgren, picks up the beautiful aircraft and flips it upside down. Who's ready for the F-16 coming up next and the F-35 and the Heritage flight? And plus, we have the Blue Angels this coming week. Later on in the week, it's going to be so much fun, guys. We have so much going on. Blue Angels, F-35, the Growlers are coming in. This is going to be a fun week of Sun and Fun virtual air show, guys. Oh my goodness, we are loving this. We are hoping you are enjoying this as well. Thank you to Dave. Thank you, Tampa Channel, for streaming this and broadcasting this for me on your channel. I only have one person on my channel watching this. That's not enough people to get me through what I have to do. Well, that's all right. We have you guys on the Tampa Channel, which is more important. Just so you know, you can always go to my channel if Tampa doesn't stream it. If he only streams it today, you can feel free to come to my channel and we'll have more fun this week. Look at that. Look at that. He is almost done. And he'll set up for a nice landing here, folks. And that is Eric Edgren and his beautiful T-Clips. Indeed. As we do have a departure here, guys. We do have a departure coming up. Which is for Amazon before we get the F-35 out on the runway. Before we get the F-35 ready for launch. You all know that the F-35 is a spectacular aircraft. It is super loud. It is amazing. And it can do so much. We've seen some great performers so far today. We're not done yet. You have yet to see what you are about to see here in just a couple of minutes. It is going to be loud. We're going to hand ourselves over to the Navy F-35C. Will be coming in as well. This is the F-35A. So we'll have that. And he lands. Right, that's right. We have the F-35A, folks, and we are about to hand ourselves over to the F-35A demo team in just a second once Amazon gets departed here. We always depart Amazon because Amazon, of course. Hello, JB. The ghost, you're welcome for the 7th flag. Sorry I'm late. You're late, JB. Yes, we're almost done with the air show. I'm talking to my friend JB, everybody. He's in my channel right now. When will we see the Blue Angels? Blue Angels are doing surveys on Thursday. You'll see the Blue Angels fly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But first, guys, before we hand the stuff over to the Navy, we are departing the one and only Amazon. Amazon's more important. You got to get your packages. If you don't get your packages, then you can blame the air show for it. Oh, hey, wait a second. I ordered some stuff from Amazon. You better let them take off. Oh, man. This is fun, folks. We're calling ourselves the F-35 team, The F-35 is an amazing aircraft. We are ready. This is Mach, who will be flying this. We'll tell you about her in just a second. I promise you won't want to miss this at all. When will the Blue Angels be flying? They'll be flying Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with Fat Albert, the C-130. So if you want to see my rest of the week air show, even the night shows, tell Dave to continue streaming through the week. You'll probably say, "Come on, Ghost Rider, I don't want to do that." No way. If you guys want to see it, have them come to your channel. Oh man, I hope it happens. Hopefully we can make this happen, folks. If you want to see the whole week air show, hopefully tell Dave to stream it. I'll wait for you guys. We got the F-35 all set to go. Such a beautiful aircraft. And we are waiting for Amazon to still get off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hand it over to the Navy. Navy, it's all yours. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jet Lags and Journey Gaming. We welcome you to today's demonstration with the F-35. What you're about to watch is high-powered and high maneuverable power and thrust. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, get ready to watch as the F-35 rolls out. Pilot by Mach. Ladies and gentlemen, she is on the roll right now. Here is Mach and the F-35 Lightning. Here we go, folks. What you're about to see now is the pilot Mach. As she works her way back to show center, you'll see a vertical V-tail pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, now watch as pilot Mach comes back around, and here is the vertical pitch by Mock. Here at Sun and Fun, ladies and gentlemen, here is Mock the F-35 Lightning vertical pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to watch another maneuver called the afterburner turn. Watch as she makes her way back to show center, and she'll crank on the afterburners at full speed, full afterburner turn. Ladies and gentlemen, as Mock comes back away, as she looks away and comes back inbound, here's your F-35 Lightning. Back at show center, ladies and gentlemen, here is the afterburner turn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you get ready to watch the next maneuver called the 4-point hesitation roll by the F-35 Mock. Watch now as she turns back inbound to show center and gives you the capability of 4-point hesitation roll. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the 4-point roll. Get ready now, ladies and gentlemen. Feel the roar, feel the power, and feel the burners as she comes in really hot and fast. This is the high speed pass. If you guys ever wonder where the bombs and missiles are hidden, you'll find out in this next pass. by the F-35. Want to know where the bombs in? Nice pull. Thanks, JB. If you want to know where the bombs and missiles are hidden, here it is. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to watch, the F-35's capability of showing you the G-force pull. Watch now, ladies and gentlemen, as the F-35 is going to be capable of calling her next maneuver, the High Alpha Pass. Yeah, I know, right? Ladies and gentlemen, here is the High Alpha Pass by your mock of your F-35 Lightning. Ladies and gentlemen, there is your F-35 High Alpha. What you're about to watch the F-35 do next as Mach comes back into show center. She'll make her way back to show center, and you'll be able to see high speed pass once again from crowd center. Here is your F-35's behind the crowd high speed pass. Watch now as Mach will set up her next dedication pass. Ladies and gentlemen, this next pass will be an inverted pass. Get ready for Mach's inverted pass. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of all our men and women of our armed forces who served in our country for the last couple of years, we would like to thank our men and women of our armed forces and all our military out there protecting us and keeping us safe from all what has been done in the war in the last few years. Ladies and gentlemen, she would like to dedicate this pass to all the men and women in our armed forces as Ma comes back and does a knife edge pass and then climbs vertically and then high speed. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mach for our dedication pass. What you're about to watch now as Mach will crank this thing back up into high speed. Ladies and gentlemen, your high speed pass. Once again, you'll feel the power and the thrust of the F-35 Lightning. As she turns her way back into show center, ladies and gentlemen, your F-35 Lightning high speed pass. I remember that one with the. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, you're at 35 Lightning. Square loop. Here's your aileron roll by the F-35. As we like to thank you guys for being a part of this channel, Mach would like to also thank you as well. She is one of the greatest air pilots in the world and air standing performances in her F-35 Lightning. She would like to thank everyone who has been here with her and watching her performance today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and back to jet lags. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about that? Yes, it's Mach. Yeah, she is one of the best pilots in the world. That's for sure. And what you're about to watch next, coming up next, we're about to watch something a little bit more upbeat. Why not? We are about to get ready and get partying going right here. Now we're handing stuff off to the Air Force. In just a second, we'll be handing stuff off to the Air Force with the F-16 Falcon demo team. Nope, I don't have a F-15. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the Navy or Air Force. Excuse me. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for some more noise? Yeah? We have one right now. We just saw the F-35. Now we're going to see the F-16 Flying Falcon. You're about to see similar maneuvers as what we just saw. But this time with the F-16 Falcon demo team. As he is testing all his controls to make sure everything is running smoothly. And we'll get underway with today's performance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on rolling takeoff, your F-16 Falcon. Oh, yeah, I do too. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, to see some high maneuver and high tactical V-pitch maneuvers. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to watch now is something impossible that the F-16 can do. High speed pass, climbing into a vertical at just below the speed of sound, 610 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, now watch the F-16's vertical tactical pitch. As a little blackout happens, pilot still maintains pressure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to watch another maneuver by the F-35 Lightning or by the F-16. Watch now as the F-16 is going to burst into a aileron roll. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the F-16 Falcons 360 turn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to watch this next maneuver by the F-16. as he will come back around and he will set up for a inverted pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the inverted pass. Oh, yeah. Now watch, ladies and gentlemen, as you're about to watch the F-16's capability. Now watch as he climbs and does the rolls on the way up here at Air Show Left, here at Sun and Fun 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Air Force F-16 Flying Falcon. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as you watch, as he goes back around towards Show Center, and he'll dedicate this pass to the men and women of our armed forces as well. Folks, get ready to see the F-16's dedication pass. Here comes your F-16 Flying Falcon for his dedication pass at Sun and Fun 2025. Here we go. Now watch, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start our next maneuver. As the F-16 will go off. We would like to thank our spot. We would like to thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the F-16 and all our military fighters today. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to watch the F-16 fighting Falcons. High Alpha. as we get ready, folks, as we get ready to set up for our next performance this afternoon with the F-16, we would like to thank you so much for being a part of today's air show demonstration. As we get ready to have the Heritage Flight. As we set up for the F-16 and the P-51. As he comes off to the side here to cool his engines, we'll have the P-51 coming up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready, as we have the Mustang teaming up with the F-16. Today's demonstration, folks, what you're about to watch now honors the men and women of those who have served in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as the P-51 gets set up and marked in his territory this afternoon, you're about to watch something special, which is called the United States Heritage Flight. Ladies and gentlemen, watch to the right. Here is your United States Air Force Heritage Flight with the F-16 and your P-51 Mustang. And now the P-51 is also part of the Heritage Flight Group as they fly together in formation. You notice that the F-16 is more capable and powerful as well as the P-51 Mustang that you're seeing flying today. God bless you, and we thank you for your service to all the men and women of our armed forces. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the United States Heritage Flight. As we remember those who have sacrificed our nation in these difficult times that we have fought with our military. Ladies and gentlemen, from behind and into the crowd center today, crowd center line with the P-51 and your F-16 Flying Falcon. Let's watch. Today's presentation that we're showing you today, guys, is a dedication to our veterans and our military. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the United States Heritage Flight. Now from the right, ladies and gentlemen, the P-51 and your United States F-16. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to watch is the F-16 and the P-51 break pass. From behind the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, the F-16 and your P-51 Mustang break pass. Let's go live to the cockpit and listen to the pilot's communication and break. All right, son, here we go. We're ready to get ready right over the crowd line right now. Here we go. Ready. We're looking, and here we go. Ready, set, break. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your heritage flight and your break. Get ready once again, guys, as we feel the raw power of your United States F-16 Flying Falcon. Here comes your F-16 Flying Falcon high-speed pass. Once again, and now your P-51 Mustang. Get ready. We're set to do one more speed pass for you. Get your Canon cameras ready as the F-16's next pass. High, boom, boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your F-16 Falcon. Little boom boom, here we go, folks. As they set up for a landing now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, here comes your P-51 Mustang. As they set up for your landing, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you and all of you guys spending your afternoon and dedication to the men and women of our armed forces and dedicating the F-16 Flying Falcon. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Yeah. Well, you can't get a better air show than that this year, guys, can you? What an opening day. The show may be over, but wait till he lands. This show may be over, but we have a lot more to come during the week, especially the night air show. You guys won't want to miss that. That is going to be something special you guys won't want to miss. And I can tell you right now, guys, this is the F-16 sets up for lighting. It has been a day of energetic, and it has been so much fun. And I can tell you right now, it is a day you won't ever forget. What an opening day, folks. And we sure had it right here at Sun and Fun Virtual Day number 1. We have a lot more days to go, folks, with the air show. Just a reminder, folks, make sure you pick up your trash. Make sure you help out our volunteers. And before we go, can you guys crack me open a beer? We need a nice cold one up here, folks. It is hot. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us. This is your air show here at Sun and Fun. The presentation just keeps getting better. We can't thank you guys enough once again. And before we sign off here, we would like to say thank you guys so very much for being a part of this show. And we hope you guys had a great time. And who wants to do it all again tomorrow? Who wants to do it all again tomorrow? We hope you guys want to do it all again tomorrow, folks. As we say so long, my name is Jetlags. Jetlags number 2, Jetlags 1. All right, folks, thank you so much, Airshow fans, and we will catch you for another day, day 2 of Sun and Fun Air Show tomorrow. And don't forget, we have a night show as well tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.